Hey guys, real quick, before we start the consultation, we're going to give away one of these Uno shavers by Stylecraft. Same shaver that I used in this video. I'm going to give it away. It's brand new. What I want you to do, though, is comment below something positive going into 2021, maybe a New Year's resolution, just a positive thing. And then some way that I can contact you, whether it's your Instagram or your email, some way that I can contact you. We will choose the winner. I'll give it a couple days before I announce the winner. So you got a little bit of time. You got 48 hours to comment below so that you can enter this giveaway to win one of these dope lithium ion single foil shavers that I used in this video. That being said, guys, let's start this consultation. What are you getting done today, bro?
I'm gonna do a high drop fade with the top. I'm just gonna do some point cutting.
Yeah, do you want to take some off the top?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like, because of the calic here, the shape is a little bit high here and it looks really flat here. So what I would like to do is trim this a little bit and then add a little bit of volume here with texture, and then, you know, we can get a nice even a square shape, I feel like.
Yeah, we can
if we do that. You using the beard?
Oh, yeah, the beard. I'm gonna do like a 3.5. I'm gonna do the 1.5 and then just fade up. Put like a 1 guard just to knock this I don't like the hairs going over my lip.
All right, bro. Let's do it. Thanks for coming in, bro.
For sure.
What's going on, YouTube? Thank you guys for tuning in to another one of my haircut tutorials, another one of my videos. We do daily content. We're gonna start at the top here. Like I explained to him in the consultation, we're gonna start off by doing squared layers here at the top around the crown. Just trying to trim that a bit and make sure everything is even. All right, once I've done that all the way through, we're gonna cut some defined texture into the hair. You guys saw kind of how the hair was a little bit disconnected. You can see some lines. So I just pulled the hair up, pulled the hair out, and I connected it to the lowest length to remove that demarcation. At this point, we're just kind of pulling the hair out and squared just to cut it so that we can prepare for this fade. Now, he wanted a high fade that dropped, so we're starting off kind of like almost like a medium, a little bit higher than a medium in my opinion. I did want to keep some of the C cup, and then we're dropping it a good amount here towards the back. Now we're gonna go with the clipper all the way open, and this is gonna create our first section. And we're gonna do this all the way around the head. All right, so at this point, we're gonna go ahead and go with the lever 1 notch open. 1 notch open, which means almost all the way closed. And we're going up almost half up into this section. We'll do 1 more notch open, and pretty much that makes it like halfway open, the clipper, as you can see if you're watching the lever, and that should blend out that section. Listen, if you can't watch what I'm doing and notice how open or closed I am, that is something that I would suggest you go to a more beginner type video, maybe one of my older videos, because at this point it's one of those things where you should be able to tell, okay, he's halfway open, okay, he's a quarter of the way open, and between the color guide on the bottom left corner, you guys should be able at this point, I feel like, to learn from my tutorial still, even though I'm not telling you guys every single little step, right? Next section we're gonna do with the 1 guard. It's all the way open. And I think what I'm gonna do to start off the new year, in January, I'm probably gonna go back to the basics and just explain some simple things like what the lever close, lever open is, that type of thing. I think that's important because there's a lot of new subscribers, so I'll do that here coming forward. But just know, I don't want to do 100 video next year, 365 videos next year, and be repeating the same steps, same beginner steps. I want you guys grow with me. I want to teach you how to fish. You feel me? So at this point, we have ran a number 3 guard up. to kind of below the parietal ridge, and now we're fading down. So number 3, 2 open, 2 close. Now we're at the 1.5 guard, 1.5 guard closed, and then beneath. Now we're just kind of fading down. We're stacking all of our guards right beneath one another, and this is going to allow us to to keep the shape around the parietal ridge and see the gradients come to life. So now we're at the back to the 1 guard. It's all the way open. We close it up a little bit, and now this should be the last guard, the half guard, and this is where everything comes together, and then we can jump back and forth from the half guard to the 1 guard, just to kind of make sure everything is blending nicely. All right, so that was the system that I'm doing on this fade. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. Number 3 guard, and then we're gonna stack every guard below it until it's faded out. And this is just going through the first phase. We got to detail a little bit later. Notice I'm dropping it back here towards the occipital bone, keeping a lot of hair above the parietal, keeping a lot of that length. All right, so at this point, I believe we're at a number 2 guard, and then underneath that, we're gonna use the 1.5 guard. And you don't have to always start off all the way open. A lot of times I start off halfway open, but typically I like to play it safe with a new customer, a new client, and just open it up and then close it little by little. At this point, it's all the way closed, and we're gonna do this all the way around the head. Now, if I jump back up a guard, it's because I feel like I've made like a faint line with the lower guard. So I just clean it up real quick while I'm there. Okay. So we did the 1 guard. Now we're at the half guard, and again, just like the other side, this should really complete the phase 1 of the fade. Because I do 2 phases, right? We run through the system. Phase 1, phase 2, we detail. And I try not to get into phase 2 until we line up the client.
Tito, let's get it.
All right, so we're gonna keep the lineup as natural as we can, while still giving it a sharp look, because I want it to grow out nicely. And while we're here with our trimmers, we'll start to begin to completely bald him out. Now, I know I'm gonna get that famous comment. It gets on my nerves when you leave the hair at the bottom. Just cut it out. For me, I leave it because it gives contrast. It allows me to see the fade a little bit better. When you have a dark contrast at the bottom, a dark contrast at the top, I feel like it helps you see gradients better. At least for me, it does. I would suggest you try it before you knock it. All right, so now we're entering phase 2 because we did line him up. So I was detailing it for a second there, and as I don't know if I have a short attention span or something, but when I saw the beard, I went ahead and just started cleaning up the beard. You guys remember he said he wanted a number 3 open around the chin, and then a 3 on the side of the beard, and then faded out. He wanted about a 1.5 where the connection of the ear is. And so that's what we did, and we're going to fade it out now. All right, so 3 open, and then we'll do 3 close in this area. His beard, the hair growth pattern grows a lot of different directions, so you got to make sure that you're hitting it all directions. 2 open, then 1.5 guard, right where he said he wanted the 1.5 guard to begin. And then between the 1 guard and the blade open, this is going to complete the faded beard. We'll end it with the trimmer. But I feel like this is a higher fade that drops a bunch. I don't know if you guys notice how much it drops into the occipital bone. All right, now we're using the Uno. You guys saw I was using the Gamma Uno shaver. That's what we're giving away, and I think it works really good, man. I actually really like the shaver. The shaver is dope to me. It's got enough power. Like, I could use this shaver on its own. Like, I could use this shaver on a daily basis. It probably wouldn't be the fastest or the best option for bulk shaving, but for detailing, bro, it is fire. All right, so we're gonna finish up with some blending shears here just to soften up around the parietal ridge. Let's line up his hairline. And for me, with crops like this, with textured, haircuts like this, that lineup doesn't need to be super sharp, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna comb it down a million times. I just want it to be symmetrical, and if it has a little bit of texture at the end, that's fine by me. All right, so we ran a number 1 around the mustache. We're gonna do like a quick lineup at the top of the beard, but we're gonna make that much sharper with the razor. You guys know how I do. Like, I don't spend a lot of time with the trimmer on top of the beard. Or even in the mustache area, I let the razor do most of that work. These babyless trimmers, bro. My rose gold ones are crazy. That's S-Craft about them. I got these things set. So beautiful. They're a little too sharp for the lip line though, so I swapped to my silver FXs. Yo, but my guy here, bro, good peoples, man. He came all the way down from Texas, man. He linked up with Vic Blends, helped out with a charity event where he was cutting hair. They cut like 300 kids, and then from there he flew to Tampa, came and got a cut with your boy, networked with your boy. You know what I'm saying? And that's, to me, that's dope. Like, that's a relationship that I want to keep, and I'm definitely gonna stay, tapped in with my guy. He's a barber as well, young barber, and I just love people who are willing to travel, willing to go out of their way to build good relationships, man. So we put 245 pure powder in his hair to style it. You can get that at 245.com. And guys, here is the before. Now let's look at the finished look. Here's the after. Oh my goodness. Butter. So we dropped it pretty nicely into the back. Got to contour his head shape into the sides. I feel like it's kind of a high fade. It's kind of a high fade, right? Got the nice texture on top. It's not so flat in the front like it was before. I feel like, look at the shape that we got now. I feel like that shape is much better than what he came in with, because there was so much volume in the crown as opposed to the fringe area. So guys, that's the cut. I love y'all. We drop daily content. I'll see y'all tomorrow.